Hey Dale, your librarian here. I'm here looking at another monitor, giving you a video on just the basics, please. You got it. Okay, so here we see Library Main Catalog Search. That's a link, and then Academic Search Ultimate. Let me just show you a few things. Let me show you around town. So what we've got is every academic library has four things. They have a library catalog. They have databases. They have research guides, and they have interlibrary loan. Let's do a search in the catalog. If you know something, you can type it kind of mostly in natural language searching. It's not an AI interface. Media, ethics, sports, journalism, but sometimes you just kind of have to throw in keywords. If you don't know what this means, reach out to me and I'm happy to help you sort this out. But what it'll do is it'll give you a whole bunch of choices. I've heard this called a nice little menu, but you can go straight to the catalog. And you can see all sorts of different things, and you can sort them a variety of different ways here. So like articles, books, by the date, by the subject. You can go back to the 1970s if you want to, if you're looking at the really old stuff. So what you can expect from this, from the library homepage, is there's a login. So if you're not on campus, log in here, because everything you see in the results list, if it says get PDF, that won't happen unless you're logged in there. No, I don't want to restore my session. And there's a PDF. Isn't that cool? Many of these things work where you can look up the names of textbooks or the names of articles or films or things like that. So there's millions and millions and millions and millions of things in that main library catalog. Let me show you databases. If you go to databases, these are things that we used to get a whole pile of magazines in print for. So like the New York Times or Journal of the American Medical Association. Our whole fifth floor was dedicated to holding these a long time ago. What you need to know is you can go in by subject. And so if you went to a communication librarian, they would say, oh, try this one first. And there's a variety of databases. You can go by type, but typically it's good to ask somebody what their favorite is. Your professors all have favorite databases. Let me show you briefly one under the letter A. If you're ever taking like the beginning writing, Academic Search Ultimate is a nice one. This is a kind of a generic database. This has like informal things like newspapers, maybe less of the blogs, but more of like the informal, non-evidence-based, but maybe journalistic stuff, all the way up to like the high-end peer-reviewed journalism in here. This one you definitely have to, oh, hello, there's even a peer-reviewed checkbox. So this is where you would type in keywords. So let's try media ethics. Ooh, and it'll give you suggestions. And influencer advertising. There's a whole bunch of different things. Hey, Kazakhstan. I know somebody's going to Kazakhstan presently. There's all these different ways that you can narrow it down. And these typically have citation generators and things like that, or areas where you can have these sent to you. But remember to be logged in, because when you click on this Access Now, you'll get that PDF file, just like we did before. If you're at the library homepage, another one is research guides. You're probably already familiar with this if you're seeing this video, but there's all the other librarians that you have access to. So if you wanted to see the architecture guide or mechanical engineering, I was saying metallurgical engineering. Lastly, there's interlibrary loan, where if you log in, the first time you might have to fill out a form, but maybe not so anymore. But what you can do from here is if we don't have access to an article, you can request it here for free, or a book chapter or a book or whatever. So be careful before you buy anything to ask your favorite librarian. Last thing, if you don't know who to ask, if you go to this Ask Us, there's a live chat, there's a Contact Us or Get Help where you can write in, and the library acts as kind of a portal of like questions. So typically people don't come to us and say, I don't know what I don't know, but they're like, I'm trying to find media ethics and Foucault and the resurgence of classical racism in blah, 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 blah. And then those get filtered to different librarians, like myself, and we help you get through them. Ugh, my voice is going away.